Hello, my name's Bernie Digman. As a veteran that served in the United States Army from 1973 to 1976, I've come to recognize the important role that public lands play to our service members. Public lands are a means of reintegration for our returning heroes. They allow us a chance to heal and find solace from the wounds of war. Sometimes it's hard for someone who hasn't served to understand. But when you spend a deployment or multiple deployments in a 360-degree battlefield, where your senses are constantly pummeled with bullets and bombs, and so many suffered PTSD because of it, there's no greater thing than when you come home and find a peaceful, quiet area to just hike, or fish, or sit and think. It's essential to those who served in war. Literally, some of them cannot live without it. That's why I'm here today in front of the Organ Mountains in southern New Mexico. As a veteran, I want to talk about a vital conservation program that supports our public lands and parks all across America. The Land and Water Conservation Fund, or LWCF, created by Congress in 1965, represents a bipartisan commitment to safeguard natural areas, water resources, and our cultural heritage. National parks like Rocky Mountain, the Grand Canyon, and Great Smoky Mountains, as well as national wildlife refuges, national forests, rivers and lakes, community parks, trails, and ball fields in all 50 states have been protected for all Americans to enjoy thanks to funding from LWCF. Unfortunately, since 1965, when LWCF was created, Congress has not kept the promise of funding the program at the authorized level of $900 million annually. This has to change. The LWCF program has permanently protected over 5 million acres of public lands, including some of America's most treasured assets, such as Yosemite National Park, the Appalachian National Scenic Trail, the White Mountain National Forest, and the Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge. LWCF also has a strong impact on our economy. Each year, more than 87 million people enjoy hunting, fishing, or other wildlife-related recreation, spending $45 billion annually in local communities. Also, active outdoor recreation contributes $646 billion to America's economy every year, which in turn supports 6.1 million jobs. LWCF is a catalyst for this growth. In addition, it's important to know that LWCF does not cost the taxpayers a dime. The program is funded exclusively from a small fraction of oil and gas leasing royalties on offshore drilling. It receives no funding from tax revenue, none. By funding the Land and Water Conservation Fund, we're supporting the protection of our public lands and their infrastructure, as well as our local economies. We're also continuing to safeguard these lands for Americans' veterans. In order to do so, Congress must fully fund LWCF at the authorized level of $900 million a year. We need to send a message to Washington on the importance of this storied program. Stand with me today and support the Land and Water Conservation Fund.